What's up, YouTube? Perfection here. This is going to be the first video in a video series I'm doing, kind of itemizing out solo traps. I've got another video series I'm working on for rally leading, and I've also got a giveaway coming up when I hit, I think I was looking last time I was at 404 subscribers. When I hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. Basically, the stipulations of the giveaway are going to be you have to be a subscriber to win, or you have to be a subscriber to be in the running to win. And I'm more or less I have a random number generator, and when I hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to just have it randomize a number, and whatever subscriber number you are, that it pulls up, I'll match that to the subscriber number. Now, what the prizes, they're kind of to be determined, but I'm probably going to start with something like 1.5 mil gold worth of gifts, 1 mil gold worth of gifts, and 500k worth of gold gifts for like first, second, third. I'll do 3 drawings. But anyway, let's go on to here. So this video is going to be about kind of hero gear and gymming for a solo trap. Now, when I say a solo trap, I'm not talking 2 bill solo traps. I'm talking maybe 1.2 bill tops. Now, people ask me all the time, what kind of gyms do I run? What kind of gear do I run? Well, the lower, it all depends on your setup. The lower your troop count, the more defense you need. So the higher your troop count goes, the less defense overall you will need, because the number of troops you have will essentially act as the defense themselves. So basically look at it like a tipping scale, if you will, with health and defense. So the higher you get in troop count, now I'm not saying substantially lower defense, but you could give up some of those defense gems and pick up health and attack debuff gems, and that will save more of your troops. But for this particular example, I'm gonna look. So what I do anytime I'm setting up my trap, I take a hit. I look at the report from the hit, and let's go there first. So I look at the reports from these hits. I saved 3 hits. Okay. This first hit this guy was not max research by any means. He was sitting at 727k troop march. He hit me with Zeus, and he didn't boost for some reason, and I destroyed it. But that wasn't really a good test for me, because for one, he doesn't have a 1 mil plus march, and he didn't boost. For 2, well, no, that was pretty much that. Now let's go to the other hit. Now this hit here, I capped this guy's hero. This guy marched on me with actually that first hit, I'm sorry, I mistaked on that. That first hit was with Poseidon. This hit was with Zeus, and he actually rallied me. And typically when I have a rally coming at me, I shield every time pretty much. But I noticed that this rally was small in March, and he only said a 1.5 mil, and more or less I was like, well, it's a good test opportunity. So this was Zeus, and he didn't boost either, which doesn't make any sense to me why these people aren't boosting. I mean, I've seen these players play before. They're not that terrible, but anyway, this guy didn't boost, and again, I ate the march. But I took like 3 different hits, 3 different people, all running Frostbitten, and this was the results of Frostbitten. See, I lost 2.6 mil troops, which I don't like losing that much. It's just, I hate losing that much, because for one, I got to retrain them. And I can't just take another hit, because my troop count's now lower, so my stats are going to be off. So, but on this hit, this person actually boosted. They're pretty close to max march, and they used Frostbitten. So here's the problem. My troop counts are 100% even. I have even reg T2 mix. I think I have like 13 million of each reg T2 and 1.5 million of each strat T4. But in this scenario, I won either way, no matter how you slice it. If this was a KVK, I won in power by 2 to 1, and I won in points by, let's see, that would be about, I would have given up about 13 mil points. I would have gained 110 million points. So no matter how you slice it, I won on this particular hit either way. The only difference is I burned and lost more troops. Okay, now I'm trying to figure out how to fix this. This is where the gymming and the stats come into play. Now I feel like I could probably, because my troop count is only 45 mil, give or take, I need more defense, and I probably need to sacrifice a little health for that. Now, how I'm going to do that, I look at my current gear. All right, I'm running 2 kunais, which I'm going to drop one of those and pick up, well, I can't really craft anything right now that gives me a lot of defense, but I'm either going to pick up whichever I can craft first, the Shogun accessory that gives, I want to say like 160% defense, another Frostlord welder, which that's probably the one I'm closest to, or an Imperial accessory, or I may go with the Barbarians, the sidearm, the one that gives 250% defense. And I'm going to replace this chest piece, because the Frostlord chest piece does not give defense. All this defense on the Frostlord chest piece I have is from the gems that are in it. It does give quite a bit of health though, so this is one of those scenarios I was talking about where you sacrifice some health and pick up more defense, because that's where they're breaking me right now with my troop counts. Now, is it going to get perfect where I can take hits? No, probably not. I'll probably need more troops to boost that, but I want to minimize the losses. So against Frostbitten, the difference between Frostbitten and Zeus, for one, is gem setup. If they were gemmed identical, Frostbitten's going to have more health debuff than Zeus is, but less defense debuff. So the kunai is going to work better against Zeus, but it's not going to work as good against Frostbitten. So, if you have time to swap those pieces out, those accessories, like let's say I'm running 2 kunais right now, someone's hitting me with Zeus, I see a Frostbitten march come in, I throw on an accessory that gives me a little bit more health and more defense, eat that march real quick, and then switch back, for any other marches coming in. That's one way. But so your gear, you really have to customize your gears to what's going to be most beneficial for your setup. So if you're running around 50 mil troops where I'm at, you're going to need more defense, a little less health, and as much attack debuff as you can get without sacrificing defense. So that's going to be like using Shadow Gems, or what's that other one called? Gem of Honor. That's how you're going to pick up some defense and attack debuff. Now, I don't know why I'm in this menu. I was looking at power. So if I go into my current boosts, okay, so people were asking me, how am I killing the entire march with this few of troops? Well, there's multiple things that go into play with that. I have a lot of specific attack. I'm sitting between 170 and 185 specific attack on all 3 types. That's one way I'm killing the whole march. Trap attack is sitting at 300% almost. That's, traps do a lot of damage to troops. That's another way I'm killing troops. But if you look, my overall attack, I don't see the point in putting any points in overall attack, because if someone hits you with any set, pretty much any core set, they're going to debuff any attack you can stack up. If you stack up 400% attack, they're going to debuff it. Just the set alone is going to debuff it. So my defense right now is sitting at 2231, and my health is sitting at just shy of 1,000. So playing with gear, once I get about where I think I can do this, my goal is to be sitting at 25 to 2600 defense and between 750, 800, and 1,000 health. And how I'm going to do this is with gems. See, so right now I'm running maybe I'm only running one. I'm running one level 5 health gem just because I needed some health, and I threw in this Cerberus gem because it gives type attack, which is more important than overall attack, because type attack doesn't get debuffed as easy. And then troop health. So that I'll swap out because I need to give up some of that health and pick up some more defense. So I'm going to swap this out. And I don't even know what defense. I don't think I have any defense gems, which I don't. So in this case, I'm going to swap this out. I don't even know if I have anything I can swap it out with. See, people look at this gem a lot because it's troop attack, but again, you're pretty much wasting. That's a wasted gem because you can get defense off of something else. Here's an example for you. This gives me infantry health and troop defense bonus. Now, I'm actually looking for the ranged version of this because Frostbitten's been burning me, so I want the one that gives me ranged health and troop defense overall. So that's going to be two benefits there. It's going to boost up my defense, but it's also going to give me ranged health because that Frostbitten was burning me so hard. So, let's see here. So my overall goal, because I haven't really spent anything on this account, not really. And then, so I have 3 pieces of gear that don't have a level 6 defense gem in it. So my goal is I'm probably going to gift myself with gold from my main account, some rare gem chests until I get 3 more 25% defense gems, which will help me out a lot. And these bulwark gems, if I see any way to get those without spending much, I might. But right now, it's just you have to pay so much to get them. So that's where I'm at right now. So just keep in mind when you're gemming your gear, don't just throw gems in there blindly. Have a goal. And and I can't tell you what that goal is because I don't know exactly how many troops you have, or what research you have done. But one thing you can definitely do, take a hit. If you lost more troops than you feel like you should have, don't just go and switch out your gems. Test it with no boost. Have someone hit you again, but this time I want you to boost defense. Just even if it's a 50% defense buff. That will tell you if you lose, retrain your troops, get your troops right back where they were. Take the same exact hit, have them use the same set, the same boosts. You pop a 50% defense buff and see how much less you lose. And then that will tell you if you need to go up on defense or if you need to go up on health. And that's kind of how you're going to figure that out. So the answer to the question that we get all the time is, Perf, what gems do I need to run? How many troops do I need to run? What gear do I need to run? Well, it all depends. Troops based on what gear you can craft. Gems based on what gear you can craft. What gear you can craft based on what gems you have available to put in that gear. It all depends on the scenario. But I would say as a base, as a minimum requirement, I was able to take some pretty good hits in this gear. And that's right around 2,200% defense and right around 1,000% health. And I think my attack debuff is at... Let's look at my overall attack debuff real quick. 250%. So, I need to pick up that attack debuff a little bit, but I don't have forced gem slots because it's going to cost too much to open up. So, really play with it, test it, take some test hits, see how you go. If you're not a spender and you can't just take test hits, have someone hit you with a weaker piece of gear and see what your losses are. Even if it's only 10,000 troops and they all go to your hospital, take the same hit, just change those boosts and see how much less it gets and then scale that up based on if they're going to be using cores or not. Because there's ways to test without getting, completely demolished. Have them send a little bit less troops with a weaker set, and modify it from there. But I'm going to call it for this video. My next one is going to go way more in detail on setting up your stats and troop counts and having a healthy mix of them all. And then I'm going to go into detail on playing it. How do you execute this? How do you make these modifications on the fly? And that just requires practice and a lot of it. Just doing it over and over again, getting faster and faster. But yeah, I'm going to call it for this video. Again, I'm going to be doing the giveaway when I hit 500 subscribers. So make sure you're in the subscriber list if you want to be in that giveaway. And yeah, that's about it. I will see y'all later.